Okay, hello everybody. Hello. It's really nice to have you here again. I see so many familiar people around, and I think that is great. So say hello to me, say hello in the chat, say hello to each other. Yeah, hi. So, how are you doing today? How is your day going? Again, you can text in the chat, react there, please. I would be really glad to see your hellos. Not even to me, but also, like I said, to each other, because I think you got a bit familiar since we started our lessons. Yeah. Okay. So I see some highs in the comments, and I think we can start. So today's topic is sports. And also, within speaking about sports, we will practice some prepositions and phrasal verbs. And also, we will check, maybe refresh our knowledge about reading tasks in NMT and speak about some tips and practice and even do some practical tasks there. So I hope everybody is ready. Oh, someone is tired. Please don't be. I hope today's webinar won't be that boring or long and you will enjoy it. And come on, you have weekends in front of you. So I think everything will be great and let's go. So first of all, speaking about sports, let's check some vocabulary. So what do you think? What sport is that? I need some words in the comments. So what sport is that? Hello, everybody who just joined. And I'm waiting for your active work in the comments. So what is that? So kayaking. Yes, exactly. That's kayaking. One of water sports. Good job. What about this one? A bit more complicated, I should say. So picture number 2 on your screens. Any ideas? Yeah, kayaking, or we can go kayaking. That was completely right. Now, number 2. So what type of sport is number 2? Boxing. I don't think so. Pay attention to the thing the man is holding next to his neck, like this one. So it's not boxing, but what can it be? Guys, it could be it. You don't know it in Ukrainian. I see. Rock throw, athletics. Okay, so many options. So in Ukrainian, it would be штовхання ядра, and in English, it would be shot put. Shot put, stone, balls, activity with ball. Okay, you have so many options, but honestly, it's shot put. Yep. Okay, we have the third picture. Extreme kind of sport, but nevertheless very fascinating. So what is that? Football, someone say no. Okay. So parachuting, it could be, but it isn't, because parachuting requires this like round like form there, but it's also para, but something else. Okay. So if you give up, I can help you. Oh, we have the correct option from Tatiana, and it is paragliding. Yeah, so parachuting is mostly with round-like things, and paragliding is with those devices. Yeah, guys. Okay, you seem to know that. All right. So then, right now, we will keep speaking, and here I have a few words. You need to choose an odd one in each row. So the first one, we have tournament, match, trophy, and championship. What do you think? Which one is odd? Tournament, match, trophy, championship. The word trophy, you say, and yes, you are right, because all the rest of them are about some competition, and only a trophy is what you get as a result. Good. Number 2, we have the words trainer, runner-up, coach, and teacher. Okay, so teacher or runner-up, what do you think? So the odd one is a runner-up there. Okay, number 3, striker, manager, goalkeeper, defender. Answering the question in the previous one, runner-up is a person who takes the second place. Now, number 3, striker, manager. Okay, so the odd one will be manager because all the rest of them are the names of football players. Striker is who would strike the goal. Goalkeeper, who would catch the ball and prevent it from like getting a goal or scoring, and defender, the person who would defend or protect their team's gate. Okay, and number 4, captain, umpire, referee, and judge. So what do you think? Many options. So that is actually captain, because umpire is arbiter. Almost the same as referee and judge. So umpire, referee, judge is the person who watches the game and if the people are following the rules. Arbiter, referee, судья, yeah? And captain is the main person in the team, but those 3 are neutral on the field. Okay, good job. So then here we have another sorting task. Here you need to decide whether the word here is the name of a sportsman or a sportswoman, if it's some place, or is it some part of clothes and equipment connected with sports. So any of your comments are welcome here. You just need, oh, vampire. Okay, that was fun. So what goes to the first category? Again, umpire, it's arbiter. Now, the first category. Athlete is about being a sportsman. What else? Gymnast, cyclist, wrestler. Okay. Okay. What about a second category, places? So let's write places already. So what goes to the category of places? Pool, that's for sure. Track, slope, beach, okay. And then clothes and equipment, this category. Again, in the chat, please. I have a club, a pitch, bow. Okay, it's time to check. So the first word, bow, it goes to the first category, and that means look. You do archery, стрельба с лука, with the use of bow, look. You have bow and arrows, луки стрелы. Okay, next, wrestler. Of course, it's a sportsman. Борець, тяжка атлетика. Okay, then we have a slope, and that's a hill where you ski or maybe snowboard. So slope like hill. Okay, rower is a person who does rowing. Людина, яка займається греблею. Okay, then we have a basket. Of course, it's an inevitable attribute of basketball. Then track. So track is a round way where some competition is happening. For example, car racing track. Goggles. Захисні окуляри для плавання. These are goggles. Okay, we have the word athlete, and that is a person who does athletics, usually about running. Okay, pool, a place for swimming, bassin. Go. So here it might be about, for example, тіль, like that. Gymnast, a person there, and pitch, like football pitch, футбольне поле. So guys, if you want to remember those words better, you can open the first link, Quizlet. You can see it pinned somewhere in our chat. So you can open this Quizlet link and save it to check those words later. All of them are added there, maybe except for some, the most obvious ones. So again, if you need those words, find Quizlet link and do it. Pau is not onion. Okay, but those are like interlanguage homonyms. Okay, club, like kljuška, probably for golf, I guess. And net is sitka, that you would use in football, for example, or in basketball, whatever. Okay, cyclist is a person. Yeah, club is also a thing and a place. So club like kljuška для гольфу. What is this on the picture? It's a pitch, exactly. And also we can say it's a stadium, it's a ground, it's an arena, because here you have those seats all around. Yeah, so football pitch, stadium, ground, arena, all those words describe this place. Now, you should choose the best word for the gaps. So, look at the slide. Shall we meet at the golf, some word, at around 11 o'clock? So what would you choose? Court, course, ground, or field? A, golf court. Okay. D, golf field. And the correct one is actually course. So just remember, we have a golf course, like a field with grass for playing golf. It's a course, actually. Yeah, okay. Then, when we speak about court, it's more about tennis, basketball, squash. So we have a tennis court, a basketball court, squash court. When we say course, it's for race, again, green grass and horses are running, or golf. Ground is the same as stadium, so you can say football pitch, football ground, football stadium. And field is for baseball or cricket. I know it's a bit tricky, but yeah, that's English. So then in number 2, I already have some answers to A, to B. So could you please tell me where the boxing ring or rink is? So that is A, ring, without reading G in the end, ring, exactly. And we say ring about boxing or wrestling place. Rink, B option, is more about ice skating. So the area covered with ice is a skating rink, like ковзанка, льодовий каток. And this word is also added to Quizlet. Again, the pinned message in your comments, you can find it there. Square is more about chess, and alley is for bowling. So we have a bowling alley. Okay. Then here, again, you have to choose the correct words. Please don't forget to write the numbers when you're answering. So number 1, where exactly is the football pitch or court located? Hello to people who just joined. Today we're discussing sports, and I've got first answers. So yeah, it's about a pitch. We say football pitch. Number 2, 2 snowboarders were racing down the ski Course or slope when they saw the injured boy? Ski slope, exactly, гірськолижний схил there. Number 3, the athlete ran around the track or arena so quickly that she broke her own record. So when it's about running, racing, that is a track. Yeah, we have racing tracks. Number 4, figure skating is a sport which involves individuals or pair performing on an ice ring or rink. What is number 4? Yes, you are right. That is ice rink or skating rink. Completely right. Number 5, I challenge you to a bowling contest. So let's meet at the bowling alley or line. Ellie, you listened to me attentively. Good job. Okay, number 5. There are 64 squares or fields on a chessboard. Squares. Yeah, so when we speak about chess, those are squares. Guys, you are great. You answered almost everything correctly. The only moment, pay attention again, that we have a track where we are running. So arena is more about round, or not always round, place in general. But though that circle or oval you are running at is a track. Okay, so now let's look at these two pictures that you see or gonna see in a second on the screen, and you tell me who they are. So, who is the first person? Who is he? Referee, you say. And you are right, exactly. Do you remember any other words? Something like vampire, but not? Okay, empire. Yeah, good. And what about the second picture? What can you call these people? Oh, you have great memory. Yeah. So, to cheer is an action, but what about people in total? Fanatic or just fans? Okay, so we can call them spectators, just people who watch the game, for example, spectators. Also, you can call them supporters or fans. So spectators is more like глядачи, while supporters or fans are people who came not just to enjoy the show in general, but to support or to cheer for their favorite team. So that's the main difference. Spectators, they watch, and supporters or fans, they support, cheer for their favorite team. Вболівають. Okay, in this task that you can see on the screen, there are even more words connected with sports. So there you have to choose the correct option in each of them. So I think we can start. Number 3, don't be surprised, it's still number 1 for you. So the tennis player insisted that the ball wasn't out, but this person didn't agree. So if it comes to tennis, what do you think? What might it be? Judge, witness, referee, umpire. Time to know. Umpire. So just remember, in tennis, we call this person umpire. Number 4 or number 2, most of the viewers, spectators, audience observers at the basketball match had traveled all the way from Madrid to see their team play. So fans would be the best option, I agree, but also you say it's B. Yes, so spectators are probably the most active from all the words listed. Viewers and audience and observers would just silently watch. Spectators can react loudly sometimes. All right. Number 5 or number 3, the referees, supporters, amateurs, groups of the away team cheered when the captain scored a goal. So you say number 5 is C, amateurs. Amatori? Like noventi in something? I don't think so. Okay, let's find out. Supporters. So we have supporters of some team. Again, like some fans or supporters. They support their team. Okay, number 6. I'm nervous about the wrestling match because my something is the current champion. So who can it be? And you say B, opponent. So pay attention. Yeah, opponent is the person you have to compete with. Проти кого ми змагаємося. That's our opponent. Okay. So now let's speak more about words we use with sports. So what do you think? In number 1, let's skiing this winter. What word is missing? Let's go skiing, you say, and that's completely right. Nice work. Number 2, my son can... Number 2, mention numbers, or I got confused. Okay, my son can do judo. Yeah, exactly. So, pay attention. We use go mostly for sports and activities that has ing ending. And generally speaking, mostly it's some outdoor activities, extreme sports, really active sports, which you do outdoors. But the general rule is go for ing types of sports, while do usually used for individual sports and fighting sports or martial arts, бойові мистецтва. So we can do judo, karate, we can do fencing, фехтування, and so on. And number 3, I already have the correct answers. So who wants to play soccer with me? And yeah, when it comes to team sports and games, especially ball games, but not only, you play them. That is right. So again, go for ing ending, do for individual sports mostly, and for fighting. So when you compete with one person, play for games, ball games, team activities, and so on. So now you have the list of words which you need to categorize. So I recommend you to do this. Write the word play and then list all the words that you would play. Then write the word do. Again, list everything you would do from the words listed. And then say go, and again list whatever activities you think you can go. So I give you something like 1 minute to organize your answers. So guys, mention what is the first word. Rather you play, do, or go it. Давайте вкажемо спочатку play, двокрапка, and then list all the words. І перелічимо всі слова that can be played. Okay, thank you guys that you listen to me. Okay, good job. And don't send separate comments because I will lose them. Okay, so we can play. I see the answers. We can go. I see some answers. And what can we do? I'm waiting, still waiting. You have something like 30 seconds. If it's any game, and not just team game, we still play it. That's why. That's the answer for Kostya. Тобто ми граємо в будь-які ігри, не обов'язково ігри з м'ячем або командні види спорту. But I said, зокрема. Okay? All right, so time to check the keys. We play chess, basketball, table tennis, volleyball, exactly. Everything that can be called a game, you play it. You do athletics, individual sports, gymnastics, again, mostly individual. Archery. What is archery? Стрельба з лука is archery, again, you can check your Quizlet. And karate, martial art, бойове мистецтво. You go running, sailing, riding, skiing. So everything with ing, you go. Okay, nice work. So I didn't see any incorrect answers. Maybe I read not that attentively, but generally, that's great. So now, what do you think is in number one? They, boxing. Go, do, or play. And here we have different answers, but generally they do boxing. Guys, pay attention. Even though we have ing ending, but that's more like martial art, бойове мистецтво, yeah? So you do boxing. Yeah, good job. What about number two? Tiger Woods play golf. Exactly, but plays because he. And we will golfing. So what is in number three? We will play golfing. Actually, no. We will go golfing at the weekend. So again, let's check the rules. You use do with three activities that have ing in the end: boxing, bodybuilding, and weightlifting. Because they are about the second rule with do, because boxing is martial art, бойове мистецтво, bodybuilding is individual sport, and weightlifting, again, individual sport. So that's why you do boxing, bodybuilding, weightlifting. And when we speak about golf, you can use the verb play because it's kind of competition, but you can go golfing if you do it for pleasure because, again, it's, come on, outdoor activity ending for ing. So you play golf, but you can go golfing. Okay, now you know. So then, here we have a big fill in the gap task, and let's do it together. So, if you enjoy going to the football, A, court, B, course, C, pitch, D, ring, to watch your favorite team play, but you're also keen on volleyball, foot volley might be the perfect sport for you. And the first is C, football pitch, of course. Number two, the players use a football, but they play on a number two, A, rink, B, court, C, alley, D, ground. So what's number two? Rink, court, alley, ground. D, ground, because we can use the synonym to pitch, ground. Remember, football stadium, arena, or ground. Okay, number three. The aim of the game is to kick the ball over the net using your feet, not your hands, and players must stop the ball from touching the ground at all, number three, courts, fields, games. So what's number three? And you say at all cost, like за будь-якої ціни. So it's necessary. You cannot do that. So at all cost. Як намагатися з усіх зусиль. Number four. Initially, there were 5 players on each side, and many of the 4 games participants, contests, spectators were professional footballers. So what's number 4? Games, participants, contests, spectators. Number 4, you say it's B. Yeah, participants. were professional footballers who played football. Number 5, to international level. B, for. C, at. D, on. So, is it to, for, at, or on international level? A bit complicated, I know. You say C, at international level, and you are right. Great job. Number 6, if you find the game too relaxed, dedicated, inspiring, challenging, then don't in the towel. So what can be game like? Relaxed, dedicated, inspiring, challenging. And some people say that 6 is D. Yes, that is right, challenging. We can not use A or B because that's more about feelings and emotions of people. And inspiring, challenging, yeah, that is about description of something. So, do not, number 7, throw, give, kick, put the towel. So what can we do with that towel in number 7? Throw, give, kick, put. Okay, someone says 7B. Any more options? 7C. So actually, you can throw the towel. You know what it means when you throw the towel with anger, like, I give up, I hate it, I won't do that anymore. So that is throwing the towel, like, no, not for me. Okay, and number 8, moreover, professional football players such as Ronaldo and Ronaldinho have what? Put, knocked, held, taken it up. Yeah, that's an idiom. Exactly, Polina. So what's number 8? Can we put something up, knock something up, hold something up, or take it up? Yeah, take it up. So speaking of this phrase, take it up, that means to become interested in something new. So you can say that recently I took up a new hobby and I like it. So it's like спробувати, почати займатися чимось. That is take up something new. Okay, nice work here. Let's keep moving. So, take up is one of the phrasal verbs, but today we will speak about a bit more of them. So, if we say this, he was brought up by his aunt. What does it mean, bring up? Any ideas? Definition, synonyms, or even translation? So what comes to your mind? He was brought up by his aunt. What's the meaning here? Був вихований, виростити. Yes, you're right. So to bring up is a phrasal verb that means ростити. And what about the next one? They are looking at the stranger. What does it mean, look at? So look at the stranger, more like дивитися. Yeah, so when you're looking at something, you're just see it with focus. Дивимося. Okay, exactly. So, and there is a big difference between two of them. Bring up is a phrasal verb, but look at is just a verb with preposition. But when you say, for example, look up, that will be again a phrasal verb meaning рівнятися. For example, I think that Messi is the best footballer ever. I look up to him. Я рівняюся на нього. Can say some young football player, right? So, look up is a phrasal verb, but look at is a verb plus preposition. Фразове дієслово з прийменником. So what's the difference here? Phrasal verb is the verb that completely changes its meaning when you add the preposition, because bring originally it's приносити. Look originally it's дивитися. But look up, like рівнятися, completely different meaning. The same as bring up, ростити, виховувати, completely different meaning. But look at, come on, look дивитися, look at, дивитися на, no changes. It has the same meaning. So that's the difference between phrasal verbs and just verbs that are used with prepositions. And today we will speak more about phrasal verbs. So here you need to fill in the gaps with prepositions firstly. So no phrasal verbs for now, just prepositions. Let's try doing it. Look, that girl. I think you already know the answer. Look at that girl, you're right. Поглянь на цю дівчинку. Number 2, I'm thinking taking a language course. I'm thinking of or about can be taking a language course. Yeah, so of, about can be. Number 3, you're right. I absolutely agree with you. Correct. Yep, I agree with you. Number 4, she doesn't depend her parents' money. Number 4 is on, depend on, залежати від батьківських грошей. Number 5, he worries. Number 5, so many ons, correct answers. Okay, he worries about his future, його хвилює його майбутнє. Number 6, thanks, your precious help. So thanks for your precious help. Дякую за. And the 7th, he's going to apply. Number 7, for a new job. Подати заявку на нову роботу. So basically, we do not change any verbs meanings here. So, and they have the same meaning. Okay. But now let's speak about phrasal verbs. So here you see 2 columns. The first one is all about phrasal verbs, and the second one is about their equivalents. So your task is to match, again, the number and the correct letter. I am waiting for it. So call off. What do you think? Call off. What can it be about? So when we say call, it's like кликати, дзвонити, but call off has completely different meaning. And you say see, yep, cancel, скасовувати, відмінити. That is call off. Like, sorry, we had to call off the meeting. Number 2, count somebody in. Count somebody in. What can it be? Okay, any comments? 2 is not B, but F, include. For example, we decided to count Jeremy in our game because Mike was ill. Like, включити в гру, додати в гру. So, do not ignore, but include. Make them a part of something. Yeah. Okay, number 3, go in for, you say A, but it's not. So, go in for, meaning take part in something. Yeah, for example, I decided to go in for, I don't know, boxing. So like займатися боксом. Okay, number 4, someone says it's D, hold out, postpone. Any more ideas? So hold out, H, last, in the meaning of вижити, пережити. So something like survive. It was hard, but we held out, але ми пережили. Okay, knockout, number 5, I think it's easy. So you say G, eliminate. Yes, that is completely right. So to knock out is actually нокаутувати, or just to, I don't know, win there. Number 6, miss out. Okay, I think I spoiled it a little bit. So miss out, it's E. Fail to take part, meaning пропустити, like пропустити можливість, fail in something. All right, play away. What do you think is number 7? Yeah, I know that this was a spoiler. So play away. Any ideas? You say, I play in a match at your opponent's field. Yeah, you're right. So play away, it's not play at your home stadium, but somewhere else. Грати в гостях. Put off. Number 8. Not many left, so put off. What do you think? Letter D, postpone. Yeah, so when you call off, you cancel completely. When you put off, you will do it later. So for example, due to bad weather, the match was put off, відкладений. And number 9, take up is of course A, so that is start some activity. Pay attention, when you go in for, you just do it, take part in some competition, and when you take something up, you just begin doing it. So it's your first attempt mostly. Okay, nice. Those phrasal verbs, by the way, will be added to your Quizlet as well, so you can check them there later. Then, here, you need to choose the correct phrasal verb. So let's try doing that. Number 1, because of the adverse weather, the field events will be something till tomorrow. So what do you think? One is C. Yeah, put off. Відкладені, exactly. Number 2, my friend and I have decided to... If it's called off, number 1, A, that would be like відмінені. But if we know that till tomorrow, that it's more like перенесені на завтра, yeah? Okay, number 2, you say it's B, you say it's A. Oh my God, so many answers. So that is actually B, take up. So we decided to take up Zumba, meaning to try it as a new hobby. Number 3, I'm afraid you'll have to something on the final. You aren't strong enough after your injury. So what can you do on the final? Number 3, A, you say. Miss out. Okay. Number 4, a friendly basketball match between our school. You can... What should we do here? Number 4. A, include me. That is B, count me in. Like, і мене дописати в список, і мене врахувати. So you can count me in. Okay, number 5, the cycling race was something because there wasn't enough interest in it. So what happened to the cycling race? It was C, yes. No, D, sorry, past simple, called off. So we cannot say it was called. It was called off. Була відмінена, passive voice. Okay, number 6. Our team play alone is playing away, playing at this week. Playing at this week, грає на цьому тижні, but we would say just this week without at then. Is playing away, so meaning not at home, грає в гостях. Okay, nice work there. So then right now, I think we can do some reading, but before that, I would like you still one more time, focus on all the words we practiced. So here you have 3 sport ads about different sport activities, and you have to think what should be there in the gaps. So number 1, you need to decide what sport might it be about and what can it be. Local snow slopes. So what type of snow slopes can there be? If you remember what is a snow slope. I know it might be hard. Maybe you should do the rest before, and then you'll see the correct answer for 1. Could be skiing, but you have only indoor equipment requirements, workout, and snow sports. Okay, I think I should help you. Yeah, Veronica is right. That is indoor snow slopes. Guys, sometimes we have thing like that. If you practice skiing, you can have it not outdoor, but indoor. It's possible. Okay, number 2. The largest students event in the world. So what is number 2? Snow sports event. Yeah, good job. Okay, number 3, we have safety what? They conform those high quality nylon with UK safety workout? Maybe, but not. Ropes are made of high quality nylon and conform with UK safety requirements. Yeah, задовольняють вимоги безпеки. Okay, safety requirements. Okay, and number 4, classes are fun and offer a powerful what can be powerful? Workout, and you don't need any special, number 5, equipment. Yeah, so that is it. Now we have 2 more of them, so let's look here and decide if you are a strong someone or a top scorer. We want to hear from you. So what person are we looking for? A strong membership, pitch, fit, defender. If you are a strong fit, do you think the word fit is a noun here? Or a top scorer. Who is a top scorer? What type of game is that? Yeah, so we are looking for a defender, захисник in football game, or a top scorer, or the person that забиває голи, yeah, top scorer scores a goal. So we want you. 2 sessions on the something every week. So where will be 2 sessions every week? Pitch, yeah, when we speak about football, that is pitch. Number 3, take up a new sport and get membership. No, you get fit in January. Okay, and number 4 is obviously a membership because you can book your first membership month. So membership like членство in some club, and be fit is like to be in a good shape. All right, so now let's try figuring out what types of sports are these about. So the first advertisement, we've just working with them. So come and try an exciting new sport. All equipment for beginners, ropes are made of high quality nylon. And see how attach yourself to a rock or a wall. So what's number 1? is G, climbing. Yes, of course. Okay, number 2, we are looking for new members. Doesn't matter if you are a racer or you're new to the mountains. We have fitness session and trips to local indoor slopes. So what's number 2? I guess you know. Number 2 is B, skiing. Yes, you are right. Someone asked me to cross the odds out, so I will do that. And let's move to number 3. We run classes in, ballroom, Latin American, rock and roll. But I think it's obvious. Yeah, 3 is E, that is dance. Okay, let's look at number 4. Strong defender or top scorer. Who are we looking for? Number 4. Yes, 3 is E, that's about dance. Number 4, you say C, football. And yes, you are right, that is football, of course. Number 5, take up a new sport and get fit in January. So that's the hardest one. You have still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options and only one word. What do you think? What can it be? A range of exercise classes. Try class for your choice, plus jacuzzi and spa. So you say that 5 is a gym, and yep, you're completely right there. All right, so you did it nice. Then let's keep moving. Okay, now we have a reading task, the last task for today. 1 second. And here you have a text and you have 3 questions to it. So maybe you can see it nice. If not, here I've got the link and the QR code. But before that, let's check the tips, how we do reading tasks. So first of all, you should look through the questions first. So we don't read the text, we look through the questions. Second, we read all the text and we spot some sentence or sentences that contains the answer to the question. Then we look at the question again and cross all the answers that don't suit at all. After that, you should choose the best option and reread this part of the text to make sure that you actually answered question correctly. Remember, we don't rely on our knowledge. Sometimes can it be that it looks like obvious answer because like, come on, I know it. But maybe in the text, the main character thinks differently. And that's why you should find the answer in the text and do not just trust your knowledge. And number 6, pay attention to paraphrases. Paraphrases are some words that are used differently, like synonyms, or maybe the same sentence written with other words. So now, let's practice this text in details. Here you can see the QR code, or you can find the link. It is also pinned in your comments, reading task. So find the second link, or scan the QR code, so to get an access to the whole text if you need. But I will share the parts of the text for you on the screen. So again, scan this QR code or find the link and let's begin. So this is the first question and the first paragraph. What do we start with? Reading the text or reading the question? Of course, reading the question. So why did Anneliese swim across Lake Ontario? Waiting for your answers. And yes, we read the question first. Okay, I see different answers. B, D, C. So what do you think is our option? Okay. So the answer is C. Now let's try understanding why the others are wrong. So yes, we have this information that she visited Camp Trillium for children with cancer. But did they make her swim? No. And she was so moved that she asked to volunteer. But she was too young to help. So did she actually volunteer? No, that wasn't the reason for swimming. But she still wanted to help somehow, and then she decided to raise money for the camp, yeah, by becoming the youngest person to swim across Lake Ontario. So yeah, you have almost everything but A. Then, reading the text, we can cross out letter A because it's completely not our option. B, C, and D, all of them are mentioned in the text, but only C decided to raise money for the camp, and we know that this is camp for children with cancer. That makes a correct answer. So always read carefully, try to get the main idea and not like some side details. Okay, let's keep moving. The next part of the text and the next questions. I guess I spoiled it. I'm sorry. So, what is said about Anneliese in paragraph 2? So again, let's read the paragraph. We can discuss it and say why other options aren't true. So number 23. Okay, I see first answers. 23 is A. So yeah, that is right. Because we know that there is a city of Toronto, and we also have this information that dozens cheered and applauded, meaning some people were there to support her. So she was greeted by a crowd. We have some details about she being sent to the hospital, but nothing is said about her temperature. She was sent to the hospital, but again, no words about temperature are mentioned. For a checkup, just like that. And she was followed by a boat, but not with her parents on board. Not with her parents, I'm sorry, on board. Yeah. Yeah. And we know nothing about leg cramps, like судороги. So let's keep moving. Number 24. So which of the following is true about her parents? Read carefully. D, you say, and that is right. They objected her to swim at first. So where can we see it in the text? Right here. So it's definitely not that they sent her to the camp in summer. She just visited that camp. Then they didn't accompany her to the hospital. She was taken to the hospital, so we know nothing about her parents then. And C, they trained her for the hard crossing, no mentions in the text. So only D is here because we can see that they first opposed to her project. Opposed is the synonym to objection. Okay, and a few more tricks for a useful preparation. Firstly, when you read the text, it's not about how you do it at the exam, it's more about how you prepare. So while reading the text, try to do what we did today. Not only answer the questions, but try to explain what options are wrong and why. So always, when you prepare for exams, when you do some previous years NO samples, try to explain to yourself why A, B, and D are not true. Why can it be only C? So when you start looking for those proofs of odd options, you will easily see them in the test. Again, коли готуємося до екзамену, намагайтеся відповідати на питання, чому інші відповіді не наш варіант. Намагайтеся знайти докази в тексті, і це вам сильно допоможе потім сфокусуватися і швидше знаходити правильні і хибні відповіді на самому екзамені. Okay, and to finish, let's answer some tricky questions as usually. So number 1, do goalkeepers have to score goals? What do you think? Yes or no? Do goalkeepers have to score goals? You say no, 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 and that is right. Okay, scorers score goals mostly. Okay, they prevent them. Yes, Polina. Number 2, do fit and keep fit mean the same things? So to fit and to keep fit. Referee scoring goals. That would be nice, but not. Okay, number 2 is no, exactly. So to fit, it's more like підходити, yeah, and to keep fit, бути в формі. Number 3, someone says yes already. Can you use both go and play with golf? The answer is yes. So we go golfing as outdoor activity, but we play golf because it's a competition and a game. Number 4, do you win when you are knocked out? The answer is no, of course not. And number 5, in reading, should you always start with reading the text? Number 5, no. So we start by reading the question, and only then we start finding the answer for it in the text, only for question 1. And then when you dealt with question 1, you proceed to number 2, 3, and so on. Okay, so that is all from me now. Thank you for your attention. You can still leave some questions in the comments. I can answer them rather. Okay, yeah, read the questions first. You can leave some questions in the comments. I will answer them maybe next time. Yeah, thank you for being active. You know that you're great. Thank you for keeping showing up. I'm really happy to have all of you here and hope to see you next Friday. Yes. Have a nice evening. Goodbye, goodbye.